Okay, today we gotta learn how to make a water filter. We have
Soup.
nasty, stanky water.
And it's foul smelling.
And it's stanky. We have the beginning of the filter. So a jug with a sock on the bottom. And on the bottom of this, there's a lid with a little hole.
Here, seeing how little fucking junior woodchuck. You see how everything is, right? And I'm going to show you how to do it. Basically, you want to get the cleanest fucking piece of material you got, whether it's a clean sock, underwear. Well, I wouldn't suggest underwear. Material. Okay, that's going to be your fine filter, which is going to get through it because you're going to have all this shit in layers. Everybody has a different way of doing it. This is how I was taught.
I know, just...
When it comes to the charcoal, the more stinky the water, the more charcoal you want to add, because the charcoal gets rid of the foul smell, the foul taste, and it also removes toxins. Okay. Yeah, well, I got fucking allergies going on. So basically, and then we don't use grass, because trying to find grass is a pain in the butt.
We have moss.
We use moss, and basically just take it wherever you can. And it's always best that if you have a good water source and a bunch of it, just take it, put it in the thing, get it like a sponge, and get all the dry stuff out. And once it runs clear, then you can use it, you know. Or you can use it dirty. You're just gonna have to fucking refilter it some more. So basically, I'll show you how to do it, how we do it.
So put it together.
Seeing how, okay, what you want is charcoal. See how you got that white gist starting to show up? You don't want that, because that's a lie. All right, a little bit ain't gonna hurt you. Just take a big chunk. Just basically not powder, but enough
to chunk it up in there.
Yeah, because basically all it's gonna do is act like a magnet for all your other crap. Take them off. You want to make sure it's good and layered. See what I'm saying? Pat that down.
Clean rocks.
Yeah, as you can
See how the water's clear?
Yeah, when you get your rocks, if you have a good water supply, rinse off, because you're going to get fucking little pieces of dirt and shit you don't want. All right. You don't have to get fine sand, because that shit's a pain in the butt to fucking remove. Yeah, that wasn't good. I bet it just ripped right through. Nope, the string broke.
Oh.
See, this is okay. I'm gonna leave the bloopers. Okay, we're still recording,
Yeah,
right?
we're still recording.
Okay, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna retie it because it fucking snapped. This is all stuff I found out here to use. So here, hold this. Push stop.
Yep, be right back. Okay, we lied. It did rip through. We thought it just broke. It actually ripped through. So we're gonna put it further down to hold it better. Again, be right back. 2, 3.
Okay, now we're back. Now it ain't gonna fall. The only problem, everything's being made so cheap nowadays, it ripped right through. Basically, it's attached to the bottom, so it's not gonna, it's attached on both sides, so it's not gonna fall. I did that on purpose to see if it would hold, to show it, yeah, shit does happen, so get out and practice. The reason why we got the catch water thing, because it keeps reflecting, and it's like, ain't no fun. So, take another thing of fucking rocks. Put them on there. Be good. Voila. You don't have to be OCD when it comes to this shit. More charcoal. Remember, this, and I'm going to say it a couple times, is not, I wouldn't say drinkable water once it's all done. It's not purified. It's filtered, yes. Difference between filtered and purified. Filter, you're getting all the McNasties out. The smell, the little particles, the, you know, piece of the insect, the fucking, the poop, and all the other shit. But the little microbes that will fuck your world up are still in there. So basically, once this is filtered, use your catch container that you're going to use to fucking boil your water to purify it.
Okay, so let's grab that.
Well, let me get this one. I'll do it one in there first. And this is what I mean, getting ahead of yourself. You don't do that, because you get any of this shit in there, you might as well just start back over. It's not going to be fucking quick. Basically, ooh, numb. Yeah, underneath. You're going to have a little bit of gray to it, because that's the charcoal dust, which ain't going to hurt you. Versus smelling this shit. Okay, when you add more of the yummy shit, bring this over, scoot that over, and pour more shit into it. And that's all you're doing. Going from all that fucking crap. As you can see, it's a little cloudy. You're gonna have, if you're thinking you're gonna get crystal clear water, doing an expedient fucking filter, you're out of your fucking mind.
He's going down game over. It's coming up very good. It's a little... It's a little gray. A little doity. But better than what was in there.
Okay. Nummy nums versus, hey, that shit's better than this crap. Scoot it over. One more shit. And the last thing you want to do is keep adding more shit to it. And if you really want to be all, oh my god, I gotta have it crystal clear, just filter it again. Or pour more fucking material in there. Because all that's going to do is just keep all that shit. The reason why it's like that is because look at all the charcoal I got in there. Okay. But compared to that shit, yeah. Now if you really want to, if you got the time and you got the calories to burn, yeah, go ahead and wait, you know, spend more time, because I'm going to boil it. I just want to get rid of that shit. So I have something that's decent to drink. Just look at it as Detroit water. But once you boil it, you know, without the fucking heavy metals and shit, you're good. Let that filter. Okay. I'm gonna let it filter. Once it's all through, we'll show you the difference, and I'll throw a few other things into it. Be back in a bit. Okay. See nasty stuff? Yum! God only knows what the fuck's in there. This is your end result. Okay. Thing is, if you can see, there's little floaties in there. There's real small floaties. Piece of wood. That's from fucking this shit. The wind blows, movement, you're still gonna be getting shit hitting it. But all that crap's in there. Now, this water's filtered, but it's not drinkable. I'm not gonna chance it. You can either boil it, use your water tabs, or if you got bleach, a couple drops of that, depending on how much you got in there. It's up to you to figure how you want to purify it, you know. But like I'm saying, I ain't gonna call you names. I pointed out that shit does happen. That's why I'm saying get out and practice. That's why I allowed this to happen. You can when we make videos, everything's perfect. You know, you don't see the oops, fuck, because everybody wants the ratings. No, I'd rather show you reality. Versus
they edit their videos.
Yeah, they edit their videos. Most of my videos, if there's a blueprint, I'll leave it in there. But like I do stop because I'm trying to save time instead of, you know, here's a fucking hour video, condense it down into 15 minutes is what I'm trying to do, because most people get bored. No, and it's like here, it's like going and taking a shit. Here, let me show you how to get all the little kernels out of your butt cheeks. You know how to do it. Okay, there's no reason for that because I explain it. Like I said, you would take that if you needed to. If you got more material, put it over, you know, another container, boom. You go from this to that, yeah, I'm going to be happy. The whole thing is, why you're making that expedient, you know, do it yourself, build it yourself, filter, because you're out in the field. Yeah, you could fucking filter, you know, put some purifier in there, but do you want to? No. This makes you a little happy. You also got to keep in mind all of the calories you're wasting doing this shit. Okay, and the stress level when I showed shit can happen. You just burnt more calories, depending on how much food you have. But if you're out, worst case scenario, shit hits the fan, and what you got is what you got, you're looking to multitask without burning calories. If you don't have it to replace it, you're fucked. Okay, it's the best fucking diet plan around. You will lose calories, lose your mind, but as you're doing this stuff, you build up confidence in yourself and knowing how to do this crap. And like I said, this is ready to go to be fucking purified. You know, which one do you want? Choice is yours. Like I said, if you just want to watch videos and practice in your backyard, by all means, but just remember, I just showed you, shit will happen. And if you make up excuses or whatever you want to call it, and you do need to have to do this, and you experience something like this, don't cry. You blame yourself. Because you're the only one. Now here's a picture for you. Whatever reason, you and your family are out. If you're by yourself, you only have yourself to blame. But imagine the bullshit and how you're going to be feeling when, I'm, the dad or the mom, whoever's in charge, goes, I got this, and that shit happens. Yeah, you just lost all your trust. Them motherfuckers that are hungry are going to be plotting on your ass. And that's why I'm sitting here saying, get out and practice.
Get out and play.
And the whole thing is, like I said, why it's got a slight fucking dark color to it is the charcoal. It's going to fucking leave a little bit of residue. But if you smell what that smells like, that before it got filtered, you'd be like, oh God, thank God. Versus the charcoal gets rid of the smell.
Yeah.
Smell and the toxins and all that other fine shit. And those are the things you don't want. But like I said, you play with it.
You get little pieces from the wind and stuff of the wood and bark and bugs landing into that.
And then if you just boil it, you might have a little soup. There's a little bit of a calorie because a little fly or whatever got in there. Yeah, he's going to be boiled down to nothing, but he gives you a little bit of substance, and he won't make you sick. But that's what I'm trying to get at. Any questions, just comments or whatever, post them.
Other than that, get out and play.